Well, what if I just stopped making DJ music altogether? And that was the most liberating thing by far. I was like, holy shit, I'm gonna go back and listen to every album that ever inspired me and figure out what it is that I loved about that stuff, and try to like channel this all into something that's really me, you know, the most personal thing that I can do. Hey, I'm Porter Robinson, and you're watching NME.com. The goal that I had with my new music when I set out to do an album, the first priority I had was like I wanted to be really beautiful and emotional, and that was my first goal. And I guess kind of in terms of throwing off some of the EDM stuff, it just came about naturally because I found that trying to shoehorn it into a danceable format, trying to shoehorn every song into dance, was really just limiting in terms of expression. You know, I was finding that I could tell the story a little better if I didn't, you know, make it have like a a dumb build-up. And if I can do one song that's not like that, why not do another? And then it turned out that basically all the material that I retained for the final version of the album was stuff that I don't think a lot of DJs would ever really want to play. I think that's something that will probably throw people off guard at first because they're not going to be sure what to call it, really. But I think before long, hopefully that'll be something that, you know, when people hear that, they'll go, that's very Porter. But yeah, there's one moment that I think kind of jabs at like electro a little bit and kind of my history, and I think that'll be something that's unexpected for people, because I guess people who won't see it as being through an ironic lens will think it's just a mistake or sounds fucked up or like wrong. But I also think people will get it. I mean, there's some vocals in the song that make what I'm doing pretty literal, and yeah, I think that'll be an unexpected moment for folks. A lot of the EDM stuff, I think, stopped being appealing to me, not because of the culture of it, but more so just because the music is quite functional. It exists to make people go crazy, and to me, in a lot of ways, it's entertainment and it's not really art. I know that sounds kind of pompous, but you know, just in terms of like expression, I think there's kind of a ceiling to what you can do when you're trying to operate within this tiny little circle of stuff that can make people go crazy and jump up and down and like want to have an awesome party. And so by no means I don't think that EDM is bad or anything, because I totally loved it at a time. And you know, I have no aspiration to change that culture at all, or to try to like make people choose between that and me. You know, I just kind of wanted to write some songs that I felt good about, and yeah, I'm super happy now. Writing this album was like, it is my favorite thing I've ever done, you know, and it's my favorite music I've made for sure. I had no aspirations to become a huge DJ, and I know that sounds weird, but I almost chanced into it, and I embraced it while I was doing it, because you know, you want to be enthusiastic about your work. I didn't go in making electro music because I was inspired by EDM or the EDM culture or wanting to be a big DJ, and kind of in kin with that, my new music, I'm not trying to change EDM culture or to even convince anyone to stop making party music. You know, it's more of a personal thing. It's more like, you guys can come along with me on this if you want, but this is like really what I want to be doing right now. And so far people seem to be down, which is great.